Exposé Series Part 2, the Discord, Paywall and Monetization Scheme. Let's move into the heart of the operation, GXD's Discord server, branded as GXD Adventures, Loki's Den. This is where the majority of monetization occurs. While the server is positioned as a roleplay and gaming hub, it's also home to a structured tiered subscription system, where users are offered perks in exchange for monthly support. These perks include access to custom skins and modded character appearances, early access to in-game content tied to story events, priority character slots, titles, and roles, private channels with behind-the-scenes lore and server decisions. All of these perks are rooted in modded content that GXD did not create, content taken from Steam Workshop mods, created by other developers and intended for free community use. According to Discord's monetization policy 2024 update, users may not monetize content based on someone else's intellectual property without clear, written permission or licensing rights. This includes game mods, skins, and third-party assets. Discord also forbids monetizing in ways that misrepresent or exploit the work of others. That means charging for access to community mods, even if they're just part of a broader server package, violates their monetization rules. Furthermore, Discord outlines that monetized content may not include the intellectual property of other rights holders without written permission, and yet no such permissions have been presented publicly. GXD even goes as far as crediting mod creators in his YouTube descriptions, which on the surface seems respectful, but it does not equate to a license to monetize their work. If anything, those credits further confirm that he knows the mods weren't his and that he used them anyway for commercial gain. To add another layer, the server itself isn't just pay to play, it's a pay to participate in the story environment. Characters, settings, weapons, all linked directly to monetized tiers with story elements tied to donation roles. In essence, GXD turned a fan-made, mod-supported project into a gated business model. And while many creators work hard to build immersive roleplay environments, the difference here is that the content wasn't his to sell. The mods came from Steam Workshop. The server ran on Conan Exiles, a game whose EULA forbids unauthorized monetization, and the platform used for monetization, Discord, explicitly bans this kind of use. So the question becomes, was this a creative passion project gone too far? Or was this a deliberate attempt to profit from the hard work of others, disguised as community-driven storytelling? In Part 3, we'll explore exactly how GXD misrepresented licensing, using Creative Commons language to falsely imply legal ownership and distribution rights. And we'll show how this tactic further blurs the line between homage and exploitation. Exposé Series, Part 3, the Creative Commons Misdirection. Welcome back to the GXD & Co. Exposé. If you've made it this far, as iterated in my introductory video, this series uses AI voice by 11 Labs. I do not claim to, nor own its usage. The written scripts are my own, and the information within the series fall under fair use policies. As such, let's continue. We've seen how GXD built a monetized server around mods he didn't create, distributed on platforms where monetization is restricted. But how did he try to make this all seem legal and protected? The answer: Creative Commons licensing, or more accurately, a misuse of it. In multiple YouTube videos and promotional materials, GXD lists Temple of Shadows, copyright 2025, by GXD Rev.G, followed by a link to the Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 International License, commonly known as CC by 4.0. On the surface, this sounds legitimate. He's allowing reuse with credit, but there's one major problem. You cannot apply a Creative Commons license to content you don't own. Let's break this down. Creative Commons licenses like CC BY 4.0 allow creators to freely share their own original work, provided others give proper attribution. But they do not override third-party platform terms of service, Do not permit licensing someone else's content as your own. Require full ownership or rights to the content being licensed. GXD did not create the character models, environments, weaponry, or even the base game assets. The mods came from Tochinuko, Tot Mods Jintao, Underworld Mod Last Watcher, Isle of Tir Na Nog, Tin and Cloudy, Devious Desires Animations. These creators released their work under Steam Workshop's legal agreement, which states that content is for non-commercial, personal use only, unless otherwise explicitly licensed, and even then, still governed by Steam and Funcom's terms. GXD also used Conan Exiles assets, which are covered by Funcom's EULA, restricting redistribution and commercial use without permission. So while he attempted to brand the video series and story under his own name and attached a CC license to create a veneer of legitimacy, in practice he was applying a license to content that he didn't create, he didn't own, he didn't have authority to distribute. It's like slapping a sticker that says, "Copyright C, me" on someone else's artwork and calling it fair use, and then selling tickets to view it. The use of CCE BY 4.0 here is misleading because viewers and subscribers may believe that GXD owns the assets he's showcasing, has legal standing to profit from them, and is offering content others can reuse. In turn, all of that is false. And here's where it gets dangerous. By presenting this as a Creative Commons project, he potentially puts the original mod creators at risk. Their content could be redistributed without consent, edited without credit, or used in monetized content that violates their intended use rights. So let's be clear, Creative Commons doesn't protect GXD from policy violations. It does not give him ownership over assets from Steam, Funcom, or modders, and it cannot be used to legitimize monetization of community-created content. In Part 4, we'll move into how GXD used this content to build an unofficial brand, GxD Adventures, spanning servers, social media, and video production. We'll break down what branding actually means and how blurring the lines between hobby and business becomes a legal risk. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for further content.